Welcome back to Movie Breakdown, where we dive deep into the movies you love, breaking down key moments, exploring hidden details, and uncovering what makes these films unforgettable. Today, we're talking about Gladiator 2, the highly anticipated sequel to Ridley Scott's 2000 classic Gladiator, starring Russell Crowe as Maximus. But this time, we have a new story to explore, with fresh faces, new conflicts, and a continuation of the epic saga that had everyone captivated almost 2 decades ago. Spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen Gladiator 2 yet, hit pause, watch the movie, and then come back to dive in with us. Gladiator 2 picks up where the original left off, but it also takes us in a whole new direction. The film is set years after the death of the beloved Maximus, and it follows a new character, Lucius, the son of Lucilla, Connie Nielsen, the daughter of the late Emperor Marcus Aurelius. With the passing of the ruthless Emperor Commodus, Joaquin Phoenix, Rome has entered a time of political instability and upheaval. Lucius, now grown up and played by a new actor, is on the rise, grappling with the legacy of his father and the empire's turmoil. At the heart of Gladiator 2 is Lucius' journey, who is now an adult and finds himself pulled into the heart of Rome's political drama. With a divided empire and powerful factions vying for control, Lucius becomes a key figure in the battle for the throne. He's determined to restore the glory of Rome and honor the memory of his father's actions, particularly the rise of the people's hero, Maximus. However, with the power struggle between rival generals, politicians, and assassins, Lucius faces unimaginable challenges that threaten his own life and the future of the empire. The return of Rome's legacy. The film begins with Lucius in his 20s, coming to terms with his place in a new Rome that is both broken and rebuilding. After the death of Commodus, the empire is divided. Lucius has been raised in the shadows, aware of the mighty figure of Maximus, but also with a deep sense of responsibility to restore the empire's greatness. The people, however, view him as a symbol of the old regime, and many question whether he is fit to lead. As Lucius steps into public life, the struggles of power within Rome's political system unfold. The new emperor, though well-intentioned, is weak, and the Senate is filled with scheming factions. Lucius faces his first challenge, a deadly assassination attempt orchestrated by those who want to keep the power structure in their control. The road to leadership. After surviving the assassination attempt, Lucius begins to understand the weight of leadership and the many factions within the empire who are working against him. Unlike his grandfather, Marcus Aurelius, and his mother, Lucilla, who were once hopeful for a Rome that embodied wisdom and justice, Lucius quickly learns that power is rarely earned through virtue. It's fought for, often at a great cost. Lucius seeks counsel from a former gladiator, now a leader of the resistance forces, who has seen the bloodshed and tyranny that plague the empire. Through his training and leadership in the gladiatorial arena, Lucius begins to embrace his heritage and the values that Maximus stood for, even though he's reluctant to become the same kind of man. As tensions mount, Lucius is forced to choose between revenge and the future of the empire. The gladiatorial tournament. In the film's pivotal act, Lucius is thrown back into the brutal gladiatorial world when his enemies, hoping to silence him, stage a gladiator tournament. This serves as both a spectacle and a brutal reminder of the way the empire uses its citizens as pawns in the quest for power. The film then delivers one of its most intense sequences, the Gladiator Games, where Lucius faces a choice. He can fight for his life and legacy in the arena, or take a political route that risks destroying his family. The battle sequences are masterfully choreographed, with brutal hand-to-hand combat and the legendary gladiatorial weapons that we all remember from the first film. The film captures the essence of ancient Rome's brutality but also reflects on the themes of humanity, honor, and sacrifice. With the Gladiator Games behind him, Lucius' true journey begins. After gaining the trust of the people through his victories in the arena, Lucius seeks to unite Rome under one banner. However, the ruling class and military factions are divided, and many have made alliances to overthrow him. The political tension reaches its peak, leading to the final battle between Lucius and his enemies. As Lucius leads his men into battle, the film takes a deeper dive into his internal conflict. Should he follow Maximus' example and fight to the death for a cause, or should he use diplomacy and intellect to outmaneuver his enemies? The stakes are higher than ever, and Lucius must confront the question of what kind of leader he wants to become and what kind of empire he wants to build. The final battle scenes are just as intense as the Gladiator games, with grand scale, heavy political undertones, and deep emotional stakes for Lucius. As the battle unfolds, we see Lucius confront not only his enemies but his own personal demons, choosing to honor his father's memory without becoming another tool of power and violence. The final fight sequence, full of grit, strategy, and sacrifice, will leave you questioning the true cost of power. Gladiator 2 is more than just a tale of swords and shields. It's a film that deals with heavy themes of power, legacy, redemption, and the moral complexities of leadership. Let's explore some of the prominent themes in this sequel. Legacy and responsibility. One of the key themes in Gladiator 2 is legacy, specifically, how we live on after we're gone. Lucius is constantly grappling with his father's legacy in the shadow of Maximus. He wants to lead Rome to greatness, but he must find his own way and not simply try to repeat the actions of the past. Corruption and power. Rome, as portrayed in the film, is a corrupt and unstable empire. The film explores the costs of power, from the bloody gladiatorial games to the political intrigue that surrounds Lucius. As Lucius rises to power, he's forced to face the corrupt system that has been the foundation of the empire for centuries. Does he break free from this system, or does he become a part of it? Freedom and survival. The gladiator games themselves are a powerful symbol of freedom, survival, and the human spirit. Lucius' involvement in the games is a representation of the brutal fight for freedom, both within the empire and within himself. Now, let's take a closer look at some of the characters who drive Gladiator 2 forward. Lucius, played by Lucius, is the heart of the film. He's a man struggling to live up to the legacy of his grandfather and father while dealing with the realities of ruling an empire that is both broken and corrupt. His journey is not just about surviving, but about understanding what it means to lead with honor, wisdom, and strength. As the film progresses, we see his character mature, becoming a man worthy of his lineage. The new emperor, played by the new emperor, is a political pawn, struggling with his own inability to control the empire. He represents the weakness of the ruling class and the deep divisions within Rome. His failure to hold power is contrasted with Lucius' rise, making him both a tragic and an antagonistic figure in the story. The Gladiator mentor, played by actor's name. This character serves as Lucius' mentor, teaching him the ways of the gladiator and the importance of inner strength. Through this relationship, Lucius learns the true cost of leadership and the strength required to stand up against those who want to manipulate him. Let's break down some of the most unforgettable moments in Gladiator 2. The Gladiator Tournament. This is one of the film's most intense sequences. The stakes are high, and the action is brutal as Lucius fights for his life in the arena. The choreography and the tension in this scene are absolutely gripping. The assassination attempt on Lucius. The opening scene, where Lucius is nearly killed, sets the tone for the movie. It shows how dangerous the political landscape of Rome is and how far people are willing to go to control power. Lucius' final speech. The climax of the film delivers an emotional moment when Lucius delivers a powerful speech to his people. It's a moment of leadership and strength, demonstrating the kind of emperor he will become. Gladiator 2 takes the essence of the original film and expands it, adding layers of political intrigue, emotional depth, and brutal action. It's a film that not only honors the legacy of Maximus, but also explores the personal journey of Lucius, a young man trying to live up to his family's name while building a new future for Rome. If you loved the first Gladiator, this sequel is a must-watch. It blends nostalgia with fresh, gripping storytelling that will keep you engaged from start to finish. What did you think of the film? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Movie Breakdown for more in-depth movie breakdowns. Until next time, keep exploring amazing stories